You're lucky. I'm not going to come out and get you. This is where all the action is. You're 7 minutes behind. You need to be in this room at 9, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're looking at a burglary of a habitation. You're on probation. That's up to 20 years in prison. I'd be here early.
Yes, sir.
I know if it were me.
It was just true.
There's a second amended motion to revoke probation that's been filed that has added several things this court is not real happy about. You're on my watch, on my probation terms, and I've got a motion to revoke probation that is alleging 11 separate grounds of violations. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The last 3 here, failing to complete the drug intervention program. And because is that important? Well, the next ground is you're providing urine samples through the probation office when we test you, and you're getting tested positive for synthetic marijuana on my watch.
No, sir.
Yeah, oh, yes, you did.
It was marijuana.
It was synthetic marijuana.
I thought it was THC, sir. It was just.
That's why you're not the expert.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Synthetic marijuana on my watch? Are you kidding me?
I didn't.
You know, that's.
Sir, can I explain?
No, you will have a fair chance to explain. There is no way I should be taking bodily fluids and testing them, and you test criminal actions. That's a crime. To possess this is a crime. When it's in your system, it's possessing it. You don't have to have it in your pocket. If I test you, like I'm allowed to test you any dadgum time I want, this is what happens. We find this too often. People make promises when they said, oh, I'll be on probation. I swear I will follow the terms and conditions of probation, but you did. You made that swearing. And I've got 11 separate grounds I'm looking at where you have violated probation. You see anything wrong with that?
Yes, sir.
20 years in prison. Does that strike you as serious?
Yes, sir.
It does?
Yes, sir.
You shouldn't even be spitting on the sidewalk illegally. I mean, if it were me, but this thing has gone on. Looks like you made some pleas of true last December to illegally possessing MDM. See, these are drugs. Once again, that's synthetic marijuana was what you pleaded true to last year. And then now you've got completed the first of the yes. So we hadn't dealt with it. The first amended. So we've got 8 is committing the offense of aggravated robbery.
That was refused, Judge. We took care of that. I think it was dismissed, so we got rid of that. That's been abandoned.
All right. Then second amended is failing to complete the drug JCBI, providing a urine sample that showed positive for synthetic marijuana, failing to submit to alcohol and or drug screening. What happened on that?
You know, while he's in the JCBI orientation, he had a color code, and he was called on March 3rd and March 5th and reported.
He refused to come in?
No, sir.
I'm sorry. I was asking this man, Mr. Rude.
Yes, sir.
You don't follow any rules, do you?
Yes, sir.
You don't follow rules of decorum, of proper behavior, of not committing crimes, of probation orders. I can see it didn't take me long. I know what you are. You like to control your environment. You're the boss. It's on your terms. Not anymore. Go ahead. While you were rudely interrupted, I want you to proceed. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, during the color code, according to the records, he failed to show up on March 3rd, 2025 and March 5th, 2025 with the color code.
Okay. I've got this second amended alleges 11 separate grounds. Now we dealt with a couple of them already, but I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I thought you learned your lesson.
Glad to see you again, Arnold.
You glad to see me?
You said I didn't plan to see you again, Your Honor.
Well, science got you. The testing got you. But it's your choices that are being made. All right. All right. I have railed on it. It's time. And here's why I'm upset about it. Because you got a 93% success rate. Only 1 in 14 probationers failed. I wanted 100%. I want everybody to succeed. That's why I'm disappointed. Because you made promises to me when we put you on probation. Promise to follow. Yeah, I do. Don't worry about it. I've got 11 separate reasons you didn't. Well, if it were me, 20 years in prison would be enough for me. I wouldn't have to have a judge rail on me about, hey, this could happen and make sure you do well. You wouldn't even have to tell me that. I'd be way ahead of the ball game. I'd be making sure I came to probation 30 minutes early, and I ran like the wind if I even sniffed a drug around me, and et cetera, et cetera. What are we going to do today?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Judge, if we recommended he go back to JCDI, he couldn't complete it because his probation would have expired, and so the only option is penitentiary time is what I've offered him. Just minimum penitentiary time, but I have offered him pen time.
Or could we consult with probation and see if there's possibly any other ideas to get Mr.
how much time does he have credit, please?
Finish line?
Let me see. Pre-sentence report.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, would be so kind. How much?
649.
Thank you.
149.
Restitution was 1,040. Did that get paid?
Yes, sir. No, he paid it all off.
Okay. What are we suggesting here today?
Offered him 2 years pen time.
What?
2 years pen time. Couldn't leave him in there for a little bit in pen so he could see what it's like.
He probably wouldn't stay long.
No,
How much? Yeah, 600 days.
649.
but he's done over 9 years probation, and so
And he does have a little under 4 months left on probation, Your Honor.
This is terrible.
understand.
It's a crime. And
Is it possible?
we've dealt with him. This is, if it wouldn't be a second amended. I mean, we got 3 motions, 3 times he's made mistakes. I open the door and I go, I want the Khalil Robinson rule, please. I open the door for one. It's what's fair for one is fair for all. Look, this is my 3rd or 4th time, but Khalil had 3 separate, 4 counting being placed on probation. Then he's got a motion, then a first amended motion, and then a second amended motion, and you let him go. And that's me too. But can I have Mr. Robinson's rule? You are fair, aren't you, Judge? How do I answer that? And of all things, this is a serious crime. I don't know what got into you to synthetic marijuana. Give me a break. We're gonna catch you at that.
Sir, can I speak my piece?
Yeah. What are we gonna do first, and then you have an opportunity to be heard.
Yes, sir.
I know you like to control things.
No, sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, it reeks. But you're on probation. You've gotta, here's what's ironic. You're violating the same rules I have to follow. And I follow them, and I'm not worried about going to prison. You ought to be. Any one rule, but when you commit a crime, that's a serious crime.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
Despite Mr. Robinson, I know he never obviously got started with JCDI. There are classes that he has continued to attend. I believe he did provide the attendance records. In addition,
What did he learn? Because once again, just because you go to JCDI and you didn't finish it, that's not enough for me. You have terms that you've been required to follow
Your Honor.
since 2016, and you're going to interrupt me?
No, sir.
Do I have to put you in timeout?
No, sir.
I mean, that's what we're acting like, a little child. You're gonna have a chance to be heard, but you're looking at 20 years in prison.
Yes, sir.
I'd be polite if it were me. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. In addition, Khalil has completed all community service and current on fees and paid restitution. Your Honor, he's just so close to the finish line, and I would hate to, obviously, someone to have a conviction on their record, but I understand.
know,
it's-
but
it's
if
his
it was the first one, he's got 11 violations on it.
mistake. Would the court consider a sanction?
But that is the minimum. And he'd probably get out. Realistically, he'd probably check in and be checked out. But after the 3 separate motions filed, we gotta, I can't open the door. He had to have learned his lesson by now, or else this is treacherous territory for me. Because I try to be fair, and I get called on this one. They say, I want, say Khalil rule. And I go, well, I do try to be fair, and how do I answer that? I mean, we're 11 violations here this time. Anything else? You know what? Yeah, here's what we'll do. Let's just have a hearing on it. Then I'll make the decision. He had an offer. Y'all don't want it. Sit over there though before you leave, and we'll just have a hearing. That's what we'll do. And I'm not bound to 2 years. Okay. Can I get drug test? We're gonna have a hearing. Your bond. We got some problems here, but when can y'all be ready?
It's administrative, we'll be ready week or 2. We're going to do a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all can't work this out, then it's up to me, and I'm not looking at 2. All right. So, Cameron Smith.